for your first one, you're going to need acrylic paint, sponge brushes, and wood letters of your choosing. You're going to start off by using the certain paint that you want to start with, and you're just going to do even strokes across the wood. And whenever I finished a letter, I would go over it with one stroke so it looked nicer and cleaner. Now you can stop when you have all your letters with the solid color, but what I did is took white paint and went over them with a circle sponge to make a polka dot pattern. All I did was simply dip the sponge in and dot it along the letter. It doesn't have to be a specific thing, just make it the way you want it, and whenever I messed up, I just go over it. And as you see, there was a lot of bubbles, so I would just go through and I would smooth them out like I'm about to do with this one right here. Because I wanted to make them more unique, for the and sign, I went over it with a smaller polka dot, just to make it different and give it some contrast. I wanted to put this clip in here because I loved how the yellow paint looked with the white polka dots. I got a lot of compliments saying this one looked store-bought, and I honestly think it does too, so I love it. And this is what my end product looked like. I thought they came out really good, except for the K. It had a little weird polka dot on it, but that doesn't really matter. Now for the second DIY we're going to do, you're going to need sticker letters, paints of your choice. I prefer acrylic because it works on multiple surfaces, and sponges along with a tray. I got this Cornell one from Target for $8 in the clearance section. You're going to start off by wiping any dirt or debris from your dish, and then you're going to take sticker letters and spell out any word that you want and just neatly in a straight line, which is hard to do, put them down and press them down as smooth as you can get. Now you're going to dip your sponge in your paint. You can choose any color you want and go over your sticker letters just like I am going to here. And you can see how the paint is kind of bubbling because of the sponge I use. I'm not sure about using a sponge, but it's all I had. So I kind of just worked with it and kept going over it until I could settle the bubbles down a little bit. Now all in total I had 3 colors, but I did not get a clip for my third color. My third color was gold. I started off with purple and then blue, and then I went in with a gold just to finish filling in the letters and to add more of a design to it. And then once you're finished with your design, you're going to want to go in with tweezers and gently peel up your stickers. What I did was start at the very edge and I would lightly go at it and then peel straight up and away. Now for this clip I wanted to show, because with the S, when I started to peel it, it came up and it ripped, which is okay, because as you see, all you have to do is take the tear piece, put it aside, and just continue peeling it off. Now what you're going to need to do to make your paint not chip off and to keep it permanent, preheat your oven to 375 and right away put your dish in there in the center middle rack and allow it to heat up with your oven. Bake it for 30 minutes and let it cool with your oven. For the last DIY we're going to do, you're going to need templates, acrylic paint, sponge brushes, yarn, and some type of adhesive. I chose E6000. You're going to start by making a thin coat on your first template. I chose white, and then for the second one I'm going to do gold. After I was done painting, I went over both of my templates twice to just get a smooth coating and so you wouldn't see any of the wood through them. And you'll see right here, I went over the edges to get rid of all the wood that you would see. After I was done painting them, I took the adhesive that I chose, flipped my smile sign over, and just drew a nice thin coating on the back of it. After I put it down on the wood, I just patted it down, and to make this into a sign, I took the yarn that I had and I pulled it to the desired length, and then I flipped it around 3 times to make a braid effect, so I would get 3 strings. I knotted it, and then I took a brick so that I would hold it down to the ground better, and I braided it. This is optional. I just wanted it to have a better effect. You could just take one strand and put it down. This would make it stronger and last longer. So when I was done with that, I just took it and taped it down to the back. You could use the adhesive, but I thought tape would be easier. You could use a stronger tape instead of scotch, but that's all we had. So that was my first DIY video, and here are my ending results. This is the key tray, and honestly, it wasn't my favorite one. And then you got the smile sign, which the tape's not supposed to be there. I was going to use the E6000 on the back, but it kept spilling out. And finally you have my favorite ones, which were the wood signs. These are my favorite ones to film. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to see more videos. Bye! That's how I did the girl pink, the boy blue.
See what I had to put up with? Oh my. And this is how you dry. Alright there.